friends, this is Ammu, and here I am to welcome you all to our very own channel, Ammu&You. I am here today with another story, a beautiful one and a very relevant one for the time right now. That is the story of Bahubali, the first Jain monk. Paryushaans are on, and so I thought that you may love to hear this story about this amazing person, Bahubali. The story has been written by Sudha Murthy in her book, The Wheel of Time from Indian Mythology. King Rishavadeva had 2 wives, 2 daughters and 100 sons, of whom Bharat was the eldest and Bahubali the youngest. Both the sons were handsome and excelled in both statecraft and warfare. When Rishabdeva decided to become a monk, he divided his kingdom among his sons and his knowledge between the 2 daughters. Soon after, he retired to the forest to live out the rest of his days. One day, a chakra, a sort of a wheel, appeared unexpectedly in the weapons room in Bharat's kingdom. Such a chakra was an indication that the king of the land would become an emperor. Bharat was exhilarated. As expected, the chakra started moving on its own and Bharat followed it along with his troop. The chakra moved across many lands and the kings ruling those areas accepted Bharat's supremacy without a fight. However, as the chakra neared the city of Ayodhya, it stopped. Bharat waited for a long time and yet the chakra did not move. So he called a few learned men to the location who observed the chakra and then they remarked, "This is most likely because your 99 brothers have not accepted your supremacy. That is why the chakra is not moving further." Bharat was deeply enraged. Fueled by the desire to become the emperor, he declared war against his brothers and marched towards their kingdoms, fully prepared for battle. 98 of them realized the futility and the losses that would entail. They thought of their father, decided to become monks like him, and handed over the reins of their kingdoms to Bharat. However, the youngest brother, Bahubali, did not give in. He thought, "Why should I be subordinate to my brother? I am his equal in every way and similarly suited to be an emperor." So Bahubali challenged his brother. The ministers in both the kingdoms immediately called for an emergency meeting. Together, they exchanged opinions until they were all in agreement. This fight is between the brothers. Why should innocent people lose their lives on the battlefield? The person who loses will perish along with his men. The man who wins also loses his soldiers. In the interest of saving lives, the 2 brothers must fight each other individually, concluded one of the head ministers. Quickly, they presented their reasoning to Bharat and Bahubali, and since both the brothers also cared for their kingdoms, they accepted the suggestion. Soon the 2 brothers started competing against each other as they were tested in various ways. And the brothers turned out to be equal in every contest. The next section was Drishti Yudha, or the war of sight. Bahubali was taller than Bharat and could easily focus while looking down at him, whereas Bharat found it harder to look up at his brother and concentrate. Eventually, Bharat lost and Bahubali was declared the emperor. At a moment that should have filled Bahubali with elation, thoughts of philosophy invaded his mind. Of what use is his victory? What is the point of the supreme title in the bigger picture of life? I went to war with my brother over this title, and my other brothers have retired to the forest to avoid a war. Death will beckon me at some point in my life, and my kingdom will no longer be mine. It may be taken away from me before that too. Bahubali remembered his father. Now I understand my father. He knew that life is transient. That is the reason he became a monk. He looked at Bharat. I don't need this land or any kingdom, he said. I want to find a way to achieve ultimate permanence, moksha. Saying thus, Bahubali retired to a forest and began to meditate. Weeks and then months passed. In time, creepers grew on his body. Snakes resided on him and made it their home. But nothing mattered to Bahubali. He kept standing straight on his 2 feet, meditating. He did not eat food, worry about the seasons, or stop his pursuit. He was at peace. Still, a thought at the back of his mind troubled him. The 2 feet that I stand on belong to Bharat. I remain under his obligation. The land does not belong to me at all. Soon he had completed a year of penance, and Bharat came to visit him in the forest. Oh, my brother, you have achieved more than I understand, he said to Bahubali. Material comforts do not matter to you, and you are worthy of being worshipped throughout the kingdom. I must learn from you, and so should everyone. It doesn't matter whose land you stand on, as you are above all these worldly things that don't matter at all. The words quieted Bahubali's mind, and he became calm. The nagging thought at the back of his head went away instantly. Eventually, he achieved supreme knowledge and is considered to be the first Jain monk, spreading Jainism, talking about his knowledge and letting people know what he had learned through meditation. This is how a handsome and brave prince Bahubali, son of Rishavadeva, the first Tirthankar of Jain, became a monk. In honor of his brother Bharat, ordered many statues of standing Bahubali to be built in many places all over his kingdom. Today, Bahubali stands as a symbol of detachment at the height of achievement and as a symbol of dedication in meditation. He is seen standing erect in all the statues. The most beautiful statue of Bahubali, with a height of 59 feet, can be seen in Shravanabelagola in Karnataka. Many others are still in existence today, and people worship him, and he symbolizes the beautiful preachings of Jainism. I hope, friends, you have liked this story that tells us about the first monk, first Jain monk, who, at the height of his achievement, realized the futility of the worldly matters and decided to meditate and attained supreme knowledge of detachment. He spoke about that to everyone, and that is how Jainism started, it is so believed. So happy Paryushan to all you Jain friends, and I hope you all have liked the story. Let me know your views on it. Thank you for listening to it. I will come back soon again with another one. And till then, stay good, stay blessed. Bye-bye.